In this video, we'll be checking out a brand new AI music generator known as A-Step, which is open source, and it's going to be the first open source project that I've ever featured on this channel for AI music. So let's get started. Hey everyone, Barry from Music Tech Info. I hope you are doing well. I'm doing good today. It's Friday, so that's always a good sign for the weekend. Anyway, I've come across Ace Step. Now, Ace Step, if you know and are familiar with the likes of Udio, Suno, and Refusion, and many others, Eureka, so many, um, then you'll know AI music generation. You may also know that open source is huge because open source is free. It can be potentially hosted on your own device, such as a Mac Studio. So you can run it without having to rely on their web services like you do with Suno. Obviously, you don't need to pay for subscriptions, and other companies are able to utilize the new technology from these open source projects to tailor it to their own. So there's huge pros to open source. And AI music generation has always, till now, been pretty restricted to online services, to credits, to memberships. There's also a huge debacle about the ethics of AI music, which I'm not going to go into in this video, but certainly it's really good to have other alternatives, which is what we will be exploring in this video. Now, a bit on A Step. So ex-profile Mr. Fake Name has actually done a video demoing A Step, so we're going to check that out now. Okay, so you can hear an instrumental at the moment from A-Step, 3.5 billion parameters, responsible music AI, which we'll delve into. 19 different languages are supported.
It's not just a dream, it's the start of a way. Building the future where music will play.
This is interesting. Now, it's not going to be as amazing as the new generators like Suno 4.5 that has literally just been released. So be aware of that. However, this is sounding more like maybe Suno 2.0 or something. And the fact you've got lyrics in here, you've got AI vocals in here is really cool. So you've got a prompt of electronic, rock, and pop, and these are the lyrics. And it's a tool by A-Step known as text to music.
A model that listens, a modal that grows. A-Step is the rhythm the new world knows. Green in our eyes, wind in our hair, breaking
Okay, so we just changed to alternative rock, pop rock.
rules, we don't even care. Shouting loud above the crowd, living life like we're unbound.
Okay, so now we've changed to acid house, Roland TB303 drum kit and dub. Sounding really good. Wow, now saxophone jazz. This is good. So you can generate instrumentals by inputting only structured tags into the lyrics. As you can see, got chorus and verse. Wow. We built two LoRa adapters, lyrics to vocal and text to sample, on top of A-Step to showcase how subtask fine-tuning can potentially fit into music creation workflows. All the music in this video is generated by A-Step. So let's have a listen.
Sunrise, dripping down your smile. You've been chosen to, and everybody knows what I'm into.
Okay, so this is really giving an indication of what this tool can do. Particularly the fact that they've split out this tools into different ones is quite useful. So this is lyrics to vocal. So it's just going to give you clean vocals only. Now that can be really powerful for your music if you're a producer. It's really good to have that tool. And the quality of these vocals are good. We've been spoilt though, let's be completely honest, with the likes of Suno, Udio and Refusion. However, as I said before, it's really important to have alternatives that are free, and this is open source.
You got me.
Mhm. Now, this is using text to sample, so this is our other tool. So the prompt is melody acoustic, 105 beats per minute, which is good accuracy if, again, you're a music producer and you need to make sure you stick to that. It's a headache otherwise, time stretching. And this is known as sample loop generation. Mhm. Wow, this is actually asking for the correct key. Again, the speed, beats per minute, particular instruments that is able to be used on this sample loop generation. And I will show you this tool in a minute. This is the worst it's ever going to get. Remember that. I mean, yes, it doesn't sound like a true saxophone at the moment. However, it's only going to get better. Those drums are very good. Wow, that's so cool. So you've got Hugging Face, which you can use if you can't host it locally on your PC or Mac. You've got demo here via Spaces, so we'll be checking that out in a moment, as well as GitHub, as well as the project. So I thought that was really cool. Obviously, it's this has just gone a bit crazy now. Lots of likes, lots of hugs. It says an open source music generation model, A-Step, was just released by StepFun AI and Ace Studio, including a 3.5 billion parameter open weight model. Apache 2.0 license supports lyric generation, which is really important because there's so many tools that don't do AI vocals, and can generate 4-minute songs in just 20 seconds on A100. So that's really interesting. Okay, so if we have a look at the GitHub, so you can go to ace-step.github.io, and it gives you a lot more information in terms of this. So there are novel open source foundation model for music generation that overcomes key limitations of existing approaches and achieves state-of-the-art performance through a holistic architectural design. I'm not going to go into the technicalities in this, just more about the features in terms of what it can do. It uses diffusion-based generation model and gives you representations during training. As a result, it synthesizes up to 4 minutes of music in just 20 seconds on this A100 GPU, which is 15 times faster than language learn models based baselines, whilst achieving superior musical coherence and lyrical alignment across melody, harmony, and rhythm metrics. Preserves fine-grained acoustic details, control mechanisms such as voice cloning, lyric editing, remixing, and track generation, i.e., your lyric to vocal tool and your singing to accompaniment tool. Rather than building yet another end-to-end text-to-music pipeline, our vision is to establish a foundation model for music AI, a fast general-purpose, efficient yet flexible architecture, making it easy to train subtasks on top of it. This paves the way for developing powerful tools that integrate in the workflows of musicians, producers, and content creators. In short, we aim to build the stable diffusion moment for music. So you've got various tools here. You've got text to music foundation model, where you give it timbre, prompt, and lyrics. You can give it the use the lyric to vocal tool, Laura. With lyrics, you can target vocal samples, and you've also got a tool known as text to samples, where you can target audio samples specifically. You've got variations of generations. You've got repainting, which is taking a chunk out of the song and regenerating it, and editing as well, which is really cool. You've also got these tools which are coming soon, known as rap music, specifically for rap music, stem gen for control, and singing to accompaniment as well. So a few notes which is quite important. Lyrics are randomly generated and randomly picked from AI music generation community, or internet and not in our training set. Existing models either lack length control or a fixed length diffusion. We enable flexible length for practical music composition. By the way, the project page is vibe coded in Vue code. We have more of the examples of what it can do on this page, on the GitHub page. We've got experimental inputs as well, which I've already touched on, as well as just instrumentals, where you can supporting various instrumental music generations across different genres and styles, capable of producing realistic instrumental tracks with appropriate timbre and expression for each instrument, and can generate complex arrangements with multiple instruments while maintaining musical coherence. That's cool. There's 19 languages that this is supported, but less common languages may underperform. But these are the top 10 that it covers. We've got some examples as well, which I'm not going to touch on to in this video because there's a lot to get through. Controllability. So there's retake where you can regenerate a variation of the same song. You can repaint, which is regenerating a specific part of the song, and editing, which is modifying the lyrics of the song. So lots of useful features there. Now, in terms of limitations and future improvements, we've got output consistency, which is highly sensitive to random seeds and input duration, leading to gacha style results. Also, style specific weakness, which is something that they do want to improve on. Continuity artifacts, unnatural transitions. Vocal quality, coarse voice synthesis lacking nuance. Control granularity, needs finer graded musical parameter control. And lyrics compliance for improved support for lyrics in multiple languages. So it's not perfect, but it's a really good start. Exactly. I'm gonna have to do that again just in case. Okay, so now what we're looking at is the github.com/ace-step/ace-step page. And in this page, it talks about the installation, the usage, the guide, and the training model. Now, some news, the Comfy Ace Step node is now available, exploring the power of Ace Step within Comfy UI. So that's really cool. We've got the features here. So I've already kind of gone through all of that. Baseline quality, diverse styles and genres, supports all mainstream music styles with various description formats, including short tags, descriptive text, or use case scenarios, capable of generating music across different genres with appropriate instrumentation and style. We've also got instrumental styles, music generation across different genres and styles, capable of producing instrumental tracks with the right expression, complex arrangements, vocal techniques, capable of rendering various vocal styles and techniques with good quality, supporting different vocal expressions, including various singing techniques and styles. As I said, I've already touched on the controllability features, applications, lyric to vocal, text to samples. Now, the lyric to vocal is trained and fine-tuned on pure vocal data, allowing direct generation of vocal samples from lyrics, offering practical applications such as vocal demos, guide tracks on writing assistance, and vocal arrangement experimentation, and provides a quick way to test how lyrics might sound when sung, helping songwriters iterate faster. So that's lyric to vocal, Laura. There's also text to samples, which is similar, but fine-tuned on pure instrumental and sampled data, capable of generating conceptual music production samples from text descriptions, useful for quickly creating instrument loops, sound effects, and musical elements for production. Coming soon, as I've said, there's a rap machine, which will be trained on pure rap data. So it'll be specialized in rap generation. Expected capabilities are AI rap battles and narrative expression through rap, rappers' exceptional storytelling and expressive capabilities. There's also going to be STEM Gen, So a control net LoRa trained on multi-track data to generate individual instrument stems. That's huge for producers because that's something that Suno, UGO, and Refusion don't currently do. So I think that's going to be massive. It's one of the limitations that I found with AI music that I've recently raised on this channel, is that I personally feel that when you extract a full song from AI that's AI music generated from one of these providers, then you extract the stems. There's so much overlap. It's so frustrating. And as a producer, it's very hard to distinguish the difference. And even a lot of the um, stem extractor tools, such as I can't say it. That is tricky as well. It has the same kind of issue. So the fact that they're working towards having individual instrumental stems is huge. You can take a reference track and specify an instrument as the input. You can output an instrumental stem that complements the reference track, such as creating a piano accompaniment for a flute melody or adding jazz drums to a lead guitar. And finally, there's going to be singing to accompaniment, the reverse process of stem gen, which is generating a mixed master track from a single vocal track. So you give it the vocal, it'll do the whole accompaniment for you. So that's really cool. Creates full instrumental backing that complements the input vocals, making it easy to add professional sounding accompaniment to any vocal recording. Now, the hardware performance, if you're interested in hosting it on your own device, you need it works on a MacBook M2 Max as a minimum, really. So, in terms of generating 1 minute audio, you're looking at 26 plus seconds, um, and time to render 1 minute audio in higher quality in 60 steps is going to take about a minute. So they've measured that using real time factor. So this is the installation, which I'm not going to go into at the moment because it's quite technical and there's a lot of dependencies and usage and changes and installations and commanding that you need to do. There's a user interface guide here as well, such as how to use the tool, which I'm not going to go into straight away. Prerequisites as well, training parameters. So, this technical jargon is here for a reason because it's needed, but obviously, just for giving a demonstration of what this tool can do, we'll be using Hugging Face. So we've got huggingface.co on here. I'll try and leave a links in the description for you guys so that you can check. So a step towards music generation foundation model. Okay. Key features 15 times faster than language learn model based baselines, 20 seconds for a 4 minute video on the A100, superior musical coherence between melody, harmony, and rhythm, full song generation, duration control, and accepts natural language descriptions. So that's cool. A-Step can be used for generating original music from text descriptions, music remixing, style transfer, song lyrics. Wow, there's so much to this, guys. So much to this. Ethical considerations. Users should verify originality of generated works. That's hard to do, really, unless that they're referring to input. Disclose AI involvement. So if you're using AI, they're suggesting that you disclose that. Respect cultural elements and copyrights. Avoid harmful content generation. Goes without saying, but people do this stuff. So now this is how we can actually test it. There's this free space here, okay? So it's huggingface.co spaces a step. Now this is the text to music one, okay? And we've got the audio generation. So -1 means a random duration, which that's a good option actually, because you don't always want to have to specify that unless you specifically want a particular duration. Tags, so that's like your tags in here, like your text prompt really. You've got lyrics in here as well that you can just put in. You might want to use ChatGPT to do that. You've also got basic settings. Now, basic settings in first steps is all about the quality. The guidance scale is like how it links to previous on how it regenerates as a guide. How much it wants to stick to the text condition of the prompt of what you've put in, how much you want it to stick to the lyric generation. So those controls already is greater than the controls that I see on the other three models. You've got manual seeds for generation. You've also got the generated audio that will show up here. These are some of the tools that you'll have. So you can retake, you can repaint with the variants. You can edit tags, you can edit lyric seeds, edit type. Wow, there's a lot here, and you can extend. Now, extend will probably be more useful, I guess, when you found the right duration of the track that you're really happy with. So it may be that you do a short little 10-second clip or 30-second clip, and then you decide to extend out that because obviously this takes time to actually generate. Um, so yeah, there's just so much with this. There really is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little. Wow, it's so accurate. Does it need to be that accurate, really? So I'm going to give it around 30 seconds. I could have just typed in 30 in here, couldn't I? Let me leave it at that. Now, tagged, let me try pop, comma, synth, comma, dance. I'm going to keep it quite limited. So you use commas to separate the different tags. Now, lyrics wise, I'm going to remove all of that and I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Write me 30-second lyrics about open source models. Okay, so we just let it do its thing. By the way, a sub to the channel would be really appreciated if you like AI music. I'm featuring it as much as I can on this channel, especially around the likes of UGO, Suno, Refusion, and all of those. Okay, so we've got good example of a verse and a hook just to keep it quite simple in here. So I'm pasting that in. I'm going to leave everything as it is because I really don't want to mess around. You do have a sample option, which is cool. But for now, I'm just going to go with generate. So I'm going to click on the generate button and hopefully, there we go. Is that done already? That was really quick. Yep, seems to have done it. That was super fast. Okay, so let me check this now.
Change, open source, laws breaking all the norms, the land of freedom, living in the light. Goodbye the people, pushing AI's high. A black box to the clear view, sharing the power with every crew. From Github stars to data flows, together we rise, that's how it grows.
Okay, I'm impressed. We are spoiled, as I've said. It's a bit juddery. The vocals are not the most amazing, but I really did like the vocal melody. The background was good. So yeah, quite impressed with that. Obviously, if you wanted to extend, you can do that. I'll go right, extend length to 30 seconds, extend source text to music, and I'll click extend now. So it's processing that. There we go, off it goes. It's going to take about 11 seconds to extend that track. Okay, we've got it here. Gosh, I don't know what all of this stuff is. Okay, let's click play.
Change, open source, laws breaking all the norms, land of freedom, living in the light. Goodbye the people, pushing AI's high. The black box to the clear view, sharing the power with every crew. From the stars to data flows, together we rise, that's how it grows.
Whoa! Okay, I've lost complete logic with that.
No black box, just clear view, sharing the power with every crew. From Github stars to data flows, together we rise, that's how it grows.
Wow. So you can just continue extending it. That's really cool. Wow. Let's try another one, shall we? I'm very impressed with that. Let's go country pop. Country pop. Um, EDM. No, acid. It's gonna struggle now. Okay. Write a 1 minute song about acid on the country road. There we go. Oh, I do humour myself. You have to, don't you? Sure. Here's a 1 minute psychedelic country style song called Acid on the Country Road. Trippy, laid back, and vivid. Oh dear. Okay, so it's still going. Wow, there we go. It's amazing this, isn't it? Just we weren't here a few years ago. Like, okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. You can sample it again, but I'm gonna move that to a minute. I'm gonna click generate, give it a moment. Wow, it's just come up super fast. So let's have a listen to this, shall we?
Took a tab of dust just to clear my mind. Boots on gravel, leaving time behind. Fields are breathing, trees start to glow. Got the cosmos humming down this old dirt road. Oh, acid on the country road. The rivers flow, laughing with the moon, dancing with a toad. Mind wide open, carrying no load. Saw fence turn into a silver stream. Heard the crickets whisper in my dream.
It's not bad. I think it's pretty damn good. I wouldn't release it, but if you're after music ideas, then I think it's really good at the moment, you know. You do have an upload feature here. There's just so much with this, and I didn't want to go into too much detail. Obviously, you can tweak these settings in terms of basic and advanced as much as you like. I mean, there's things like decay in here, granularity scales. Wow, it's pretty complex, really, isn't it? But you know, you got the download button here, you got the share button there. Let me just download that and see what format. Okay, that's as an MP3, so we don't have WAV at the moment, so it's not the high quality of music, but that could be coming in the future. Let me know what you think, and obviously how it compares to UDO and Suno Fusion. It's a huge difference. We're years behind at the minute, but I think this could catch up really quickly. And I don't. I really do appreciate the amount of work that goes into creating something like this. This is Discord. Sorry, this is open source. This is for the community. There is a Discord channel as well. Let me just have a quick look at the Discord just before I go. Okay, so looking at their Discord server, it looks as though um, it is possible to export in FLAC. Somebody's exported in FLAC. I mean, this is probably the best song ever. Listen. Oh, that's made my day. Great model. I think this is my favorite so far. Using prompt scheduling to start with piano concerto and switch styles, no post processing. Wow. Sounds pretty good. Nice that people are posting examples on there. Cool. Lo-fi. Wow. Okay, so we've got a news section on Discord as well. Um, be wary of fake domains. Yeah, very good point. Please be cautious. Do not visit, trust, or make payments on any of those sites. That's a very good point, actually. I'm excited about this. I really am. I think this could be the way forward with AI music generation. We'll see. I mean, if, for example, the labels took down the copyright, lawsuits that's going on at the moment with Suno and Udio, let's say that they were forced to go down, what alternatives would we have? We'd have this. So if you're interested in joining this community, make sure you do. I'll try and put a links of all of these in the description. Make sure you like, let me know what you think, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.